We're going to build a Contact Us page next, and this is going to be a combination of using some pre-built text, pre-written text that we already have, as well as building a Contact Us form. All right, let's open up the Contact Us page. And again, I'm going to just delete this content there. And in our text, we have a Contact Us page here. We'll go ahead and just highlight all of this. Copy that and just paste it in. All right, so let's go ahead and format all of our pieces here. So there's heading 1. Okay, I'll make this our heading 2. See if I can make that. No, it's all connected by one piece there, so I'll just put a break there. There we go. And let's turn all these into email links. So we'll go back up here to our email link. Set that out as a link. Same thing here. That's a link, and then down here, this is a link. Oops. Let's make sure we get all this selected here. It's kind of hard to see on that gray. Here we go. Okay, so I'll just put that in and delete this old one. So from this point now, what we're going to want to do is adjust the style for these, because we could use the menu if we want. Let's see. Let's select the A tag, and we'll stack the menu. I think that might be just as easy. Again, select the A tag. Since we've already gone through building your style, I don't want to kind of bore you with doing it over and over, even though you might be doing it a ton of times. Let's go ahead at this point and cut out this mailing address, because what I'd like to do is make that, let's see if I can quickly turn this into a library element. Let's see, we're going to cut it. Okay, we'll go into our library. And it's a good idea to take your address or your phone number, all those types of elements, and plug them away into library elements. The reason being, let me see if I can just plug this in here. There we go. Okay. The reason for that, and it's very hard to see, is when let's save this and preview it. If we have adjustments to our address, it's easy to update the entire site with one address using the library system. So it just really makes for a much faster update in the future. All right, now let's go down here and let's add another table. This is just so we can add a little bit of extra formatting. Okay, 1 row, 1 column, 100%, a little bit of padding. Okay, I'm going to give it actually a 1 pixel thickness. Okay, we'll hit enter. And that is now going to house our form. So let's go ahead and set the background color of this form to this kind of a dark gray. All right, and I'll come up here and I'll say contact us via our form. Okay, I'll go ahead and bold that so it's easy to see. Now, when we're talking about forms on this page, we're going to be talking about how we can create some type of an input application where people can put their name, email address, who they want to talk to, what do they want to talk to them about, and some comments, and then have all that sent via an email to the appropriate person. And in this instance, we're using a pre-built script on GemStream, so I'll demonstrate how to set this up for that, and from there we'll move on to I'll show you how you can customize some of the fields here. All right, the first thing we're going to do is let's save this. We actually need to insert a form. So we'll jump over to our form insert bar here, and the first button is a form. And essentially what that's saying is everything inside of this dotted line is going to be a form element. Okay, pretty easy to keep track of here. In that, we're going to add a text field, and we'll say, okay, this is going to be name. All right, no label tag. There's no need for the tag, and so that's all we need. We'll say okay. There's our label tag. Now, at this moment, we don't have a style set up because this is not really a form. So we'll just hit enter, and if we decide we need to add a table for formatting, we'll do that later. Okay. So let's make one for email. Okay, that's that. I'm going to hit enter a couple times just so we have a little bit of space. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of text here that says which department would you like to contact? Okay, and at this point, I want to put in a radio button. Now, there's two ways of adding a radio button. Excuse me. You can choose this button right here, and that will allow you to put in one radio button. Okay, I'm not going to do that. Let's undo that. Instead, let's put in a radio group. And essentially what this is saying is you can only choose one of these options. Using a radio button, you can only choose one of these options. So let's say, all right, name is going to be department. Okay, and I can actually change these up. So we'll say sales is the department. And then the other one is marketing. Okay, and if I want to add one more, I can add one more, and I'll call this reseller. And a great option here is to use a table for your layout. So instead of using break tags, we can actually use a table. So we'll say OK. And we'll just format all of these as paragraphs. Okay. So now we've got a group here, so only one of these can be active at any time. Okay, and currently they're all unchecked. So we might want to just leave sales as checked. Okay, and then the customer or the user of our website can go in and reformat this however they feel. Okay. Underneath that, we'll add a checkbox. Okay, and on your checkbox, what that means is you can have as many things checked off as you like. So we'll just say we'll just say yes. Okay, and that label is just temporarily. I'm going to actually remove that and type in my own stuff that says, would you like someone to contact you? Okay, and that'll be a checkbox. And then lastly, I'm going to put in this box right here, which is well, right here, text area. So we'll just put in a text area called comment. Okay, we'll want to wrap it with the label tag. And with this little guy, I can make it as many lines as I want. I'll say character width, I'll say 60, and we'll start off with a default number of 5 lines. Okay, so now I've got my basic form elements done. I now need to create buttons to make this do something. So I'll create this little button up here, just like that, and this will be called submit. Okay, and I'll just delete that text. And then next to it, I'll add a reset. Okay. And we'll just delete that. Value will be reset. And then the action will be to reset the form. Okay, so essentially what I have here is a submit button, which will submit the form, a reset button, which will reset the form. Okay, so let's save this and take a look at it. And we'll go ahead and allow all of this blocked content to come through. Here's our form, looks really good. Our comments, so I can put in my name. Okay, I want to talk to marketing. Yes, I want to be contacted. And if I hit submit, it's going to run the action and call that a day. Now, currently, our submit doesn't have a command set to it, so we'll do that here in just a second. Also, you notice this is a little bit big, so let's actually go in here and set the character width to something like maybe 40. All right, so let's save that, and I'll go ahead and add a mark of the web to this as well, so I don't get any errors. That looks pretty good. A little more self-contained, and next I'll show you how to connect this to a server script to actually make this work.